attend the February 19th meeting and we'll have some figures on cost. No word on the outcome as of now. The Clarkston Police Department was approved to get video cameras for the police cars. Just last weekend, they installed the first police car with the new system. It has one remote microphone, one digital camera, and a VCR housed in the trunk of the car that has a preview monitor in the passenger seat. So if a criminal is to record it and the person wants to see what is on the tape, the office may show it to him on the spot. The tape recorder can be turned on by the officer or if he turns on the lights and sirens of the patrol car. Let's take a look at what Brandon and Marcus have whipped up for us at the Whoopie Bowl.
This is Brandon and Marcus, and we're live here at the Whoopie Bowl. Oh yeah, it's a fun place to hang out, as you'll see inside for those of you who haven't been to the Whoopie Bowl before. The Whoopie Bowl was started in approximately, I think, 1947. And ever since then, it's just been the rulingest. So we thought we'd share it with you today, our viewer.
Going to the Whoopie Bowl, oh yeah, going to the Whoopie Bowl.
From a distance, this may just look like your typical everyday traffic light. But what you don't know is that this is a real live four-way traffic light from the 1930s. So yes, it's an antique. You know that by the fact that the modern traffic lights, you can take them apart to make like a three-way stop or a two-way stop. But this is all one section, only a four-way stop. It's an antique.
Jumping on the pause of phone, Whoopie Bowl's a second home.
You must look through the CD section. Hop on down here, pal. One World Nation.
I have that one.
You have that?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Human Cannonball? Boss Noir.
I think Peter has that one.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like something Peter would have. Oh, Toy Matinee. I've got that one. Yeah, that one song right there, Turning on Salvador. That's a good song.
Whoopie Bowl gives us a special feeling. Ball bearings piled up to the ceiling. Wire, fans, and books and rope. Even Pope, soap on a rope. It ain't wax. They got the 8-track magazine.
Oh, Rosie. Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. Don't scratch him. All right. See these nails right here? This is the first time we've seen the nails. So, like, we discovered something. We always do every time we come.
Whoopie Bowl, Whoopie Bowl. We like to visit. Whoopie, Whoopie, we like to see.
This is the rest of the berets. There were a whole bunch more. Like this one. But we bought them all, so... Yeah, and that one too. But we bought them all, so that's the only one left.
Going to the whoopee, 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 going to the whoopee.
Bad girls go to Saks.
Going to the whoopee, 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 going to the whoopee.
Hey everybody, we're at the Whoopie Bowl, as if you didn't know that. And we found these speakers here. They're AC Delco stocks, man. 6x9s, $6. We bought some, they sound good. So come here and buy some.
Let's go to the
Yeah, these are historical reproductions, according to Mark, and they're cool. I have like 15 or so at home on the wall, so buy some. Everything behind these plastic doors here is really cool, but if you want to see it, you got to come here yourself because it's too cool for us to show. So don't cry about it. Just get your butt over here.
Thanks, Brandon, and thank you, Marcus, for that update on the Whoopie Bowl. On February 7th at the Food Town grocery store at the corner of Walden and Sashabaw, a slick-talking con man fooled a cashier into giving him back too much change. He did this by buying a 49-cent pack of gum with a $50 bill. While the clerk was getting his change, he asked for the change to a $100 bill. And then, while she was getting the change, he asked for the $50 bill back. The cashier, already in a fuss getting all that change, immediately gave him back the 50, the change to the 50, and the change to the 100. He walked off with an extra $49. The Food Town clerks are now much more cautious in their dealings with customers. On to other news, there's a new courthouse in town. Now, if you ask any of the 18 employees of the 52nd District Court how it feels to be back in the community after a fire destroyed the courthouse, and you'll get the response, "We're glad to be home." Reminders of the Devil's Night 1994 fire that destroyed the courthouse are displayed throughout the new building, built in the same location as the original, just off M15 near Dixie Highway in Independence Township. The fire started in the wiring above the ceiling in the office that now belongs to Jill Polian, court administrator. From the photos of the courthouse in flames with the state of Michigan seal, which survived the fire, hanging over Judge Gerald McNally's bench, memories of the raging fire are often triggered. Not a day goes by that the staff doesn't think of the fire. Each day, the employees must recreate documents that were lost in the fire. That's all we did for the first month, Paulinian said. We kept recreating these documents. We still to this day recreate tickets. I see it happening for years to come. Paulinian credits her staff with making it possible for court to resume in a temporary Pontiac location just 3 days after the fire. The staff was just phenomenal, Paulinian said. They each knew, because of their experience, what needed to be done. All right, now let's check with Noel for an update on the crime rate in Clarkston. Noel?
Thank you, Mike. The streets of Clarkston might return to the good old days that it once used to be, and we can now call Independence Township a safe place to live. The overall crime statistics have dropped in the past year. What are the statistics, you ask? Well, burglary has dropped from 143 offenses in 1994 to 134 in 1995. Motor vehicle dropped a whole 31 offenses this year, and vandalism dropped 142 offenses. Lieutenant Doug Hummel, commander of Oakland County Sheriff's Department, said one of the reasons why the overall statistics were fairly high in 1994 was because of the lack of reinforcement. If we all work together, we can get the crime rates lower and return to the good old days of our forefathers. Now let's take a peek at the new restaurant in Clarkston called the Clarkston Union.
I'm Beth Forbes, and I'm here with Kurt Catello and John Campo, the owners of the newest restaurant downtown, the Clarkston Union. So, Mr. Catello, what kind of restaurant is this exactly?
It's a small tavern. We've got 35 beers on tap. We have a full kitchen, so we also serve coffee. I mean, we try to be several restaurants in one building.
What sort of food do you serve?
Oh, I don't really serve food. We have servers, and they serve most of the food. But it's it depends on what people order.
Well, what is included in your menu?
Oh, the menu is mostly salads, sausages, sandwiches, soups, and the macaroni and cheese hot dishes. Every day we have a different dinner special, dinner appetizer, and a lunch special. And Bill Fortin, our cook, comes up with whatever he wants on the chalkboard. So our specials are always a little offbeat and different stuff you're not going to get down the street, hopefully.
Okay. Okay, I heard there was a lot of controversy against you in the beginning. What was it all about?
I'll try to be better suited to answer that question.
Controversy. Well, originally the controversy was sort of twofold. there was the obvious controversy of renovating an old church into a establishment that serves alcohol. That sort of coupled with the zoning laws were the two parts of the controversy. To address the church as bar controversy, simply the building built in 1847 needed to be restored, and in order to restore a building of this size, you need to do something here that will create enough revenue to keep it alive. As people see now, we did something that wasn't dangerous and is pretty straightforward, a nice family establishment. The zoning laws were also understood by now that we're zoned commercially, and it was quite appropriate that we were granted change of usage because the zoning was correct.
Okay, okay, I see you kept the pews and the seats. It's a very creative idea. What sort of look are you aiming for?
We didn't really want to ham it up and make it look too churchy, but we wanted to use the materials we had in the building. So, you know, the pews are solid oak, and the tables we had made are all oak. So we just wanted to, you know, continue the quality of the old building, and using the pews and coming up with oak tables and an oak bar was the way we did that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Cotello and Mr. Campo. This has been Beth Forbes at the Clarkston Union for Channel 65 Independence Update.
Don't turn that dial. We'll be right back after these public service announcements.
In an emergency, doctors will have only moments to make decisions about your care. They'll need information quickly, but you may be unconscious and the risk of complications can increase. Help us help you by wearing the Medic Alert emblem. Call now for free information.
Now that's a resume.
And now for Jim and Mike with the movie review.
Hello, I'm Jim. And I'm Mike. And this is the Independence Update movie review. Our first movie we're going to review is the thriller. Copycat.
Although compelling at times, this was an average murder mystery. We give it a 2.5.
Straggles them face to face so they can see his power and he can watch their terror.
You know what she needs? One of those big guns from Aliens.
I think he should have killed this family.
Donut shop closes at 5.
I smell bacon.
Next movie follows a tree superstar Mel Gibson in a post-apocalyptic rock. This is Road Warrior.
This movie is a testosterone rush. Awesome cars, shotgun shells, and leather. What more can you ask for? Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Feral Boy seems to like it. This guy needs a laxative. Good movie, 4.5.
I remember the Road Warrior, the man we called Max.
Our third movie is a horror anthology entitled Trilogy of Terror.
Now, there's 3 stories in here. The first 2, well, okay, aren't quite up to par. Then again, the third story is a great story. It's about a Zuni fetish doll. Why don't we take a look?
It's really interesting. There's supposed to be some Zuni hunter's spirit inside of it.
Well, that's
and,
the premise.
There's a golden chain wrapped around it. to keep the spirit from making the doll come to life.
Too bad it did.
Of course, my first impulse would be to wash my hands.
Can't be happening. Can't be happening.
Well, it is, so deal with it. Wonder if winning a beauty contest, don't you think? What did you expect?
Don't open it. She's gonna open it. I can't believe how stupid she is.
I'll be waiting for you.
With a knife?
I know we ruined the ending, but we don't care.
We give it a 3.5.
This has been Jim, and this has been Mike, doing the movie review for Independence Update, Channel 65. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Mike and Noel. Your dreams have come true. No longer must you keep all that money in a shoebox under your bed. With branches located inside many Clarkston and Brandon schools, 2 non-school branches and no fee checking, the Clarkston Brandon Credit Union can compete well against national banks. The Clarkston High School branch was organized by Carolyn Holland and coordinated by Ann Richardson with assistance of 3 student tellers, Chad Bowman, Chad Conzen, and Bree Williams. Also available from the credit union are automobile loans, student loans, credit cards, and term shares. For more information, locate the branch office in your school, the Clarkston office on the corner of M15 and Cranberry Lake Road, or contact the Clarkston office at 625-2923 between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Recently, 8 members of Clarkston High School student body were lucky enough to participate in a week-long exciting field trip to Washington, D.C. Stacy Iese, Susan Gilbert, Heather Mustonen, Carrie Porritt, Christy Cade, Lisa Valad, Christy Williams, and Mike Weaverstadt flew to Washington, D.C. February 18th to participate as members of the government for a week. The purpose of the trip was to give young people the opportunity to voice themselves to government officials. Their ideas were taken on such matters as education reform, drug prevention, gun control, and thoughts and feelings on foreign policy. The students also gained respect for the trials and tribulations of government. But hard work that is put in. The trip was much more than your average sightseeing trip, though. They did plenty of that between seminars on the judicial system, the media and government, and family values. But perhaps the highlight of the week was meeting Strom Thurmond. Although tired on February 24th, at the end of their week, they came back with shared enthusiasm. Some said it was the best week of their lives. We will return after these public service announcements.
Thank you. Attention female high school students. If you are interested in engineering and are currently a high school sophomore or junior, you may be interested in a summer engineering program at the University of Michigan. This program takes place during the week of July 28th. Applications must be sent by March 29th. For more information, contact Ms. Medlin in the Clarkston High School Counseling Department. It's that time of year again. It's time for you to get more licenses. Summer is almost here, and so is driver's education for all those coming of age. You must be 15 years old by July 10th if you are one who wishes to participate in learning how to operate a motor vehicle. Forms are available in Clarkston High School's main office and in the counseling area. Forms should be in by March 29th. We'll be back in a moment after this public service announcement.
What's your idea of the perfect companion? Someone who's laid back, or a bit mysterious, or who has great eyes? Well, you're in luck. We know exactly where to find the special someone you're looking for, including the type who just loves to cuddle up.
Yep, I read it.
Well, what can be said? The Clarkston High School Student Council pulled it off once again. They put together a semi-formal dance with the theme of Camelot and called it Snow Coming. It's pretty much the thing as homecoming, except it's only semi-formal, not as expensive, and it is in the Sadie Hawkins tradition. The fun-filled dance was held in the cafeteria on Saturday, February 24th, from 7 until 11. Everyone was entertained by Manhattan Steel, a local band which provided great music for everyone. Along with the great band, there was a DJ. Everyone seemed to dance the night. The student council did a great job. Attention, here's a shameless plug. Only $29.95 for the CHS Video Yearbook. And contained within it is the captured highlights of the 95-96 school year. This includes winning sports teams, dances, graduation, fall plays, musical, award-winning marching band, choirs, theater-thon, bonus after-school clubs. You'll be contacted when your video yearbook is ready this coming July. Make checks out to CHS Video Yearbook, care of Dr. Genshaw, Clarkston High School, 6595 Middle Lake Road, Clarkston, Michigan, 48346. Mike?
Thank you, Noel. This has been Independence Update, Channel 65, with Wyatt, Noel Stalker, and me, Mike Woodham. Thanks for watching and have a good night.